Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Scarefest. Today I'm going to be playing the park. This video is coming out a little later than I want it to, but that's fine. The park is a narrative experience best played in a dark room wearing headphones. Some of the imagery and is going to be a little disturbing.
In my heart and mind, I always return to Atlantic Island Park.
We're probably going to be playing about half an hour or so of this.
Where's Mr. Bear?
I haven't seen Mr. Bear, Callum. Stay in the car. We'll go and ask information.
I believe that the park came out in... Well, let me look. The park came out in
Attention patrons, the park is now closed.
2015.
Please make your way to the car park at your earliest convenience. Employees, prepare the park for shutdown.
The fuck?
Callum was
Examine
born
black.
the day this place opened. This is his favorite place in the world.
Let's go over to the information, I suppose, and we're trying to look for our son's lost teddy bear? We look like we're drugged up.
Hey, Lorraine. Lorraine. Don't blame yourself, Lorraine. People lose things all the time. Take a deep breath and think about the last place you saw your son's teddy bear. Hey, stop! I think your boy just ran into the park. I'll unlock the gates for you.
Okay, so our child decided
Wait
it
for
would
Mommy,
be...
Callum!
Come on, Mommy.
Wait for Mommy, Callum!
Welcome to the park.
Mommy.
There's something special about the entrance to an amusement park. A line drawn between the real world and the world of whimsy within. On this side, the apathy of our everyday lives. And on the other, anything we might dare to dream. It's no wonder Callum ran back inside. I wouldn't want to leave either.
Attention employees, the park is now closed. Have a safe journey home.
I understand her thing about how amusement parks could easily be, you know, a reality differentiation. But why the hell is this bitch not... Why the hell is this bitch not running after her child? And why is the escalator all of a sudden going fast as shit? Alright, so... Calum ran off.
Park. What happened here?
There he is. You little shit.
You can't catch me.
Over here, you little bastard. Don't you dare run into that funhouse, that creepy ass funhouse. That creepy ass funhouse.
Callum, come back here right now!
Ooh. Carrie Killen is Satan's whore. So this park doesn't... It really more just looks to be run down more than anything else. Steam tells me I've had this in my library since 2018, and I have not played it. And I believe the game has garnered some
Mommy needs to see you, Callum.
mixed reviews.
This way.
Examine
I
shoe.
think this belongs to Callum.
That thing looks fucking creepy. Ugly ass. Let's just keep going over here towards like this tunnel of
Callum?
sails.
This way, Mommy.
The audio is done fairly well, I'll
Callum,
give it that.
stay where you are.
Oh, for fuck's sake. This should be watching your kid simulator. You know, and this mother just does not want to fucking parent at all. Like, I think there are a lot of deeper issues than her stupid missing teddy bear going on.
Wait for Mommy.
The atmosphere does look really nice. Water graphics is a whole 1 star. Like, it's a little blue. It's about as good as I can say from it. That looks like a fish or something. Unless, oh, I think it was that. So this is supposed to be a horror game. I can see how we're setting up for something along those lines.
Near a great forest, there lived a poor woodcutter, his wife and his 2 children. A boy named Hansel
Hansel and
and
Gretel.
a girl named Gretel. They were very poor and had very little to bite or sup. What will become of us? The woodcutter asked his wife one night. I tell you what, husband, we will take the children into the thickest part of the forest tomorrow and abandon them there. No, my wife, I cannot do that, said the man. Then we will all 4 starve, you fool. Hansel and Gretel overheard their parents talking, and Gretel began to weep.
What the hell is that?
Do not fret, Gretel, Hansel said. He crept out of the hut and gathered white stones from the ground to fill his pockets. The next morning, the woodcutter leads the children into the forest. Before they leave, their mother gives them a slice of bread and warns them that they will get no more food that
It's like
day.
a decked out
Clever
horror
Hansel
Teletubby.
leaves a trail of white stones behind them as they pass into the woods. When their father
She's
leaves
smart
them,
not to say
the
anything.
children
Can't
wait
yell
a
anymore.
while, then follow the trail back to their parents' house.
Achievement, Chad. Have a conversation with Chad. Chad must be the
After receiving a
squirrel.
thorough scolding from their parents for getting lost in the woods, the children are sent to bed without any supper. Hansel tried to sneak out and collect more white stones, but found that the door was locked. Tomorrow I will take them into the woods myself, the wife told the woodcutter. In the morning, their mother gave them a slice of bread and led them deep into the forest once again.
I can't even look.
Hansel broke his bread into pieces and left a trail of breadcrumbs to
Can't
lead
even
them
look behind.
safely home. But hungry-eyed birds snatched up the breadcrumbs and his trail was destroyed. Abandoned by their parents and unable to find the trail home, the children wandered in the forest for 3 days.
This is the slowest fucking swan ride ever.
The children stumbled into a clearing with an exceedingly strange house. Its walls were made of gingerbread, and its windows were panes of clear sugar. Hansel, desperately hungry, ran forward and began to nibble on the walls.
Hansel and Gretel, very dark story.
Nibble, nibble, little mouse. Who is nibbling?
Nibble,
at my
nibble,
house?
little mouse.
An old woman emerged from the house, sniffing the air and peering around with cloudy eyes. Oh, you dear children, who brought you here? Just come in and stay with me. No harm will come to you. But Hansel and Gretel stayed back, for the old woman reminded them of their cruel mother. Come, children, don't be afraid. I have something for you. The old woman offered them 2 enormous lollipops. The children took them and began to eat. You see, nothing to fear here. Come inside, the old woman urged, and the children, still licking their sweets, followed. Once inside the house, the old woman changed. She stuffed Hansel into a cage and put Gretel to work, sweeping and cleaning her hut. Your brother will make a good mouthful, the old witch told Gretel. "Once he is fattened up, I shall feast upon him." Time passed, and poor Hansel refused to eat, fearing the day that the witch would eat him. The witch, for her part, grew impatient. "Today I will cook and eat your brother, Gretel. Climb inside and light the oven." But Gretel pretended not to understand. "I do not know how. Where is the opening?" "Fool!" the old witch said. "The opening is here." And she moved to show Gretel. Seizing her courage, brave Gretel gave the witch a shove, and the old crone tumbled forward into the oven. Gretel slid a large iron bolt over the door to the oven. Gretel freed her brother Hansel, and together they lit a fire beneath the oven.
They committed
And though
murder.
she screamed and begged, the children sat by the oven until her screams had stilled, and the witch was cooked.
That's
And
unreal.
then, because even children can't survive on sweets, they divided up the body of the old witch and ate her.
Now, you see, I think in the original story that was the other way around. The witch should have ate the children. And the duck is turning its beak around at me. What's good, son? What's good? Yeah, I know my little bastard of a kid fucking ran off. Okay, so now, after the boat ride...
Callum, where did you go? Hansel and Gretel. I used to read it to Callum when the electricity was shut off. Those poor children. The whole world against them. The forest, the birds, the old witch, even their own parents. I used to imagine that Callum and I were the kids in that story. Not mother and son, but brother and sister, hand in hand against the unkind world. We were always hungry, looking for our own house made of candy, looking for the sweetness that could take the pain away. Hunger leads people to desperate, terrible places where the tree branches reach like claws.
Yeah. That's sweet of her. I read my child Stephen King books, so...
Another accident. This place.
I found this stupid bear. I'm not gonna... Shit. I'm not gonna read that. Customers are basically just looking out of curiosity. Okay, so we found Callum's bear.
Mommy is coming, Callum!
This way, Mommy.
You little shit.
Stay where you are!
I think I should probably be a little more observant to my surroundings. Great, so we're going to the next big, attraction.
Stop hiding, Callum!
What did you just say?
Callum, where did you go?
Mother Duck said quack, 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 quack.
This is why you have no father,
This old thing used to
Calum.
make the blood run to my head. Make me dizzy. The guy just snapped.
Shit.
Those poor kids. Stay where you are!
Catch me, Mommy.
This is why we can't get your dad to pay child support, Calum. Let's decrease the speed. Look for this little shit on there.
I can't get on while it's moving. Stop, Callum!
Oh,
Oh, I
Sam
remember
the
this.
Polaroid. Hold on. What the fuck is that thing? You remember this, but you don't remember that? Also, he looks like the kind of kid whose dad would leave him. Okay, so now we're gonna waste time by getting on and writing the stupid thing. So this is gonna increase in speed. Who's working the fucking controls? Achievement, family ties, me and Callum. I can't quite see who's exactly running the controls. Oh, God. I'd pass the fuck out on that, too, if I saw that goddamn thing.
Don't hide from me, Callum. Treachery hides in thoughts. Treachery that lashes like a whip and scars our insides.
Yeah.
The first time I saw Callum, my thoughts betrayed me. I looked down at this wrinkled, red, bawling thing and I thought, is that it? We build our world from expectations, and the world that I had built for Callum was no different. He was so real, so there, and so far from my expectations. And they shattered, and as they fell in pieces, that one treacherous thought became a new foundation. All of the love that we shared, all of the warmth and goodness that followed, built on a single, traitorous thought.
Eek.
Come out, sweetie!
I guess we're supposed to read the note. Oh! God damn it! Ugly fucking thing. Alright, let's move on to the next attraction ride. Now you see, who would enjoy this at an amusement park? Maybe an R.L. Stein fan, but I wouldn't take my kid to that, or I wouldn't know any of my friends who would take their kids to that.
Callum, where are you?
That's a smart
Constant
move.
crashes and 80s music. I guess it floats someone's boat.
Let me guess.
Where did you go?
Well, it's probably under the only lighted one there. Examine the accident report. Sure. Achievement. The Shakes. Take a ride on the bumper cars. Okay. During the transport of the bumper cars into the arena, one of the straps attaching the load of the truck came untied, causing a cascade of bumper cars onto Francis, who was standing. Francis was crushed by the weight of the cars. Francis was killed. Oof. That's sad. Does this bitch have, like, PTSD and just freezes up deer in the headlights? But I guess this is our hint to go up here now.
Callum, where did you go?
I like the voice acting for her.
It's a matter of public record that I am a failure as a mother. Once, when Callum was very small, I left him asleep in the car while I ran an errand. Don't even remember what it was. When I came back, The sheriff was standing next to the car, watching my boy through the window. I didn't like what I saw in his eyes. Judgment. He wrote me the ticket without saying a word. Just the scratch of his pen on the notepad. When he gave it to me, our eyes met. I know what you're going through. My daughter, Helen, she just gets some help. Help was a bolt of lightning. Help was 1,000 volts surging through my veins. Help is agony. I'd rather die. I wanted to scream. I'd rather you pulled your gun and shot me. But instead my mouth said, "Yes, Sheriff."
I'll give it that. I'm not so into the game.
Callum! Tell Mommy where you are!
I'm not as into the game. It's interesting, but I'm also not into it. But the voice acting. Props to whoever voiced this. Like, seriously. Yeah, so now we're gonna ride the big old Ferris wheel all the way up. Time to trigger some other PTSD moment from our protagonist here. Some floating just randomly up there. I like how this
People
only
come
has...
into your life for a reason. Dad used to say that before Mom ran off. After that, he mostly just drank. Things were different for Don and I. When we met, I was sweeping the floor at Susie's diner. He came in with some workers, but he didn't try to flirt or cop a feel like the others. He just ordered a coffee and sat there, watching me. When my shift was over, he offered to walk me home. I don't know how to describe that walk. We talked and laughed and eventually kissed. It felt like love. It felt like a fairy tale. I can't tell you if Callum was made that night or one of the ones that followed. But I think it has to be that night. That one perfect night. Dawn and I moved in together, but then, well, he died.
Aww.
According to the supervisor, his safety harness failed when he was working on the top of the Ferris wheel. Dawn was there one moment, and then gone. Sometimes people leave your life for no reason. I was 3 months pregnant with Callum. Fairy tale fucking over.
Now I feel like a real asshole about just saying this is the reason your father left you. Yeah, big asshole moment right here. Well, the backstory and the narrative is solid. I'm enjoying the narrative. I enjoy her talking and listening.
Where are you? Callum!
She seems genuinely concerned for her child. Like, you hear it in her voice. Let's see if I can get her to yell again.
Callum, where did you go?
Callum, where'd you go? Like, it's real nice. Really solid acting. So we have a broken down Ferris wheel ride right here. Spin, spin, sugar. Find the missing Ferris wheel carts. All these stuff are happening, and she hasn't decided to say, Caleb, I'm gonna ground the shit out of you if you don't hurry, get the hell over here.
Stop hiding, Callum!
Say it like that. Someone's watching me. That's all I heard
A
him
lot
say.
of people idolize their children. You hear them talking about their kids and just the way they talk, their fucking voices make me want to vomit. My angel likes to read, and little Johnny is so good on the piano. Fuck those people! You give up 9 months of your life carrying them, you traumatize yourself giving birth to them, and then you spend the rest of your life as their slave. Wiping asses, mopping up piss, feeding them. Little life-sucking monsters who take and take and take until... we all go insane. Any parent who pretends otherwise is just dishonest. That's called choice supportive bias. I am honest. Callum really grinds my gears, and he owes me everything. Everything. It'd serve the little fuck right if I just abandoned him.
Damn! I said to take it up a notch, bitch, but I didn't mean to take it up that
I
far.
always wanted to ride this one. Never got around to do it before.
More so, why hasn't park security been like, hey, we got a missing child, achievement, ups and downs, take a roller coaster ride. Alright, who's manning it? You are.
What do you want?
We need to talk about Callum.
What do you mean?
Oh.
What have you done to him?
That's insulting. You and your boy are everything that this place doesn't want. The antithesis of what we stand for.
Where is Callum?
The poor child. He tried so hard to do what he was taught. He even left you a trail of breadcrumbs. But the park is just so hungry.
Tell me where my son is.
The witch has him now. Has both of you. No happy ending here, I'm afraid.
Just leave me alone.
Fool. You always were.
Wheeling into the hospital. Your motion sickness, hey! Better skip this part. I didn't read what that was able to say. Can't believe? I remember riding roller coasters. Taste your... So I think we gotta go to that horror house in the beginning.
I can help you, Callum.
Ooh, something over here we can take a look at. Read page. Nothing important to me.
The witch awaits.
Achievement, Hope's Light. Obtain a flashlight. Oh, shit. So now I think we gotta go to the front of the park now?
Callum has bruises on his arms, finger marks. Someone has been hurting him. I've asked him, demanded really, to know where he got the marks. But he doesn't want to answer me. Something has scared him into silence. He doesn't dare talk. He's been changing too. Something sinister lurks in the darkness behind his eyes. I catch him staring at me at odd moments. In the night, he tosses and turns and cries out words that I cannot understand. When I try to soothe him, he snaps and bites at my fingers. I think he wants to talk to me. I think he wants to tell me. But they are watching him every minute of every day. They are whispering to him in his sleep, changing him. They are taking my baby away from me. I can't save him. There will be pain. But I love him, and in the end, he will understand why. The whole town was shocked by that one. Never found out who did it.
Killer Instinct. Learn about Chad. Cotton candy corpse leaves sour taste in parkgoer's mouth. Yesterday evening, visitors to Atlantic Island Park were shocked and horrified by the discovery of a dismembered corpse behind the cotton candy stand. According to the local authorities, the corpse is yet to be identified. However, they have confirmed that the remains appear to be those of a child. The corpse was discovered by a group of teenagers from Innsmouth Academy who noticed a pair of ravens tugging at something just out of sight behind the shack. Nathan Winter, the owner of Atlantic Island Park, has released the following statement. It is a true tragedy when something like this occurs, especially in a place that was designed to bring forth happiness and joy. The staff of Atlantic Island Park offer their condolences to the family and friends of the victim and will cooperate fully with authorities to help bring this case to rest. The Solomon Chronicle will provide daily updates to the story going on. So I think that maybe we should probably find this cotton candy shack. And check there first. Ooh.
Poor bastard. Who did this to him?
That is Caleb. I think. Ooh. I mean, I can't even, like, say that she's sad that he's dead.
Come back!
Oh. Take pills.
These are mine.
Uplift? Oh, she's got antidepressants. Okay. Fuck gravity. Not safe. Your mother. Say no to graffiti. Some kids laugh and some kids cry, but mostly children simply die. Don't believe anything they tell you. Fear the boogeyman. Are you better off than you were 4 years ago? Reagan 80.
Don't leave me here, Callum.
Nope, he is gone. Okay, so I think we're supposed to just run all the way around to the other side?
Don't touch me.
Oh, maybe that's not Caleb. Someone's dead. Well, of course, this is a very small child. I don't know, I saw a whole 30 seconds of him.
Oh, God, no.
Oh, she's got suicide marks. I mean, she's got razor cut marks. Achievement, what a strange trip it's been. Find the pills.
The park is a collage of contradictions all of its own. Millions of people die every year in car crashes, and the park has little cars designed specifically to simulate that action. Hear the children scream with joy. In the sideshow alley, you can walk away with 15 cents worth of mass-produced Chinese teddy bears, while a grinning carny pockets your hard-earned $5. What secrets lie beneath the sullen waters of the lake? The tears of jilted lovers, the soiled condoms of illicit affairs, the clotted blood of the lonely suicide. And the face of the witch looms over it all. I always despised her toothy grin and warty nose. I hate that sparkle in her weathered, watchful eyes. I think Callum is waiting for me. Inside.
Alright, bitch, let's go get him. This seems to be the final act. Achievement, House of Horrors. Enter the House of Horrors.
Given to me!
Atlantic Island Park has closed its gates. A jeering throng of townfolk gather as we hung the heavy iron padlock on the gates. Small-minded folks scared of what they don't understand. My machines lie silent and dejected, but I am not beaten. I have sent my wife and son back to Boston, and I retreated here to the House of Horrors. I must think. So, okay. I think I'm beginning to understand the story a little better. Wolfenstein? I cannot run.
Please, don't make me see.
Make me see. Definitely not. Ooh. Oh my god, my own fucking reflection scared me. So let's go on in here. Let's head back on out of here. Ah! I'm so scared out of my mind. Ooh. It's definitely a suspenseful. Ooh. Ooh. Reminds me of like something like the old haunted houses you might go to as a kid.
One little duck went out one day.
Oh, we can open, okay. So, is this park
The day
just...
they let me out, they gave me Callum back and sent me home with a handful of breadcrumbs. Home, bittersweet home. I barely recognized it.
Oops.
Where there had been color and light, there were shadows and regrets. Where there had been warmth, there was a bone-deep coldness that never went away. I tried my hardest to keep the ghosts at bay. Don, watching from the dusty corners while I tried to teach his son to read. My father, coldly assessing me and finding me lacking. I devoted myself to Callum and did the things that they told me. It will get better, they said. Every day will be a little better than the last. I'm in the woods now, lost and afraid. Things never got any better.
Sad. So she was suicidal. She had depression of sorts. This was probably her kitchen, how it looked. She's struggling as a parent. And now we get to take a look at how shitty she actually was as a mother, right? No.
Don't leave me!
We're going even deeper. Alright. Nothing. This is the same thing. Oh, hold on. Lorraine, things aren't right between us at the moment, I know, and I want to try and explain it. I think it's because I'm so far from home, I'm working so hard. Every day working at the park, it gets worse, like a spring inside my mind winding tighter and tighter. When we go for drinks after work, it gets a little better. The guys relax and we laugh, and we're good people again. I don't want to come home to you without being in my right mind. But when this job is done, we need to get out of this place. We need to go back to the city where I don't feel like this anymore. I love you, Donald. P.S. I was thinking about names for boys and girls. I like Callum for a boy and Emma if it's a girl. The wilting Rubik's Cube, just child's bedroom. Another lap we go. there was a note that basically was like, nah, we don't believe that he's the father. Get the hell out of here, you're not getting any money. Which has basically put even more financial stress onto her. Oof. Seems almost like she was addicted to the pills as well at one point. Sad what looks like what's going on here, but well, is what it is. We're just going down the rabbit hole even more. Bloody cap. Babies with knives in their hands. Babies in the ovens. Steak. I love you. Oh. So I can't move? Oh, there we go. She is going insane second by second. Music's getting a little more ominous, louder. Blood spilling from the walls. Dead puppeteers. The evils in the kitchen. This woman's about to lose her marbles.
Leave me alone!
So we've gone through the House of
Stories
Horrors.
are told again and again, and from their shape we build our understanding of the world. Two children are led into the woods. They are lost for a time, but then are captured by an old witch. A child goes missing in Atlantic Island Park. He wanders lost for a time before finding his way into the mouth of an old witch. In the oldest version of this story, the mother and the witch were the same person. I never wanted to be the witch, but I am, aren't I?
Shit. You absolutely are the witch in this kind of scenario. You pushed away your son. You basically wish that he was never there. And this book is Hansel and Gretel. So now we go to find where the witch's oven is being kept.
Callum, Cal? Callum? Callum? Callum!
Oh.
Hey, Lorraine. Lorraine. Don't blame yourself, Lorraine. People lose things all the time. Take a deep breath and think about the last place you saw your son.
In my heart and mind, I always return to Atlantic Island Park.
Achievement, Dreamlike State. Find your fate in the deepest ends of the park. Frida Wolf plays Lorraine, and she did an absolutely amazing job. Or Simon Poole, whoever the hell the story announcer, whoever, did a fantastic job. As a horror game, but I'm certain we'll have a discussion about that later. So thanks for checking out the park. I'll catch you in the next Scarefest episode. See ya.